Hello and welcome everybody. Today I am going to do the second part of the door system. Last time we created a door that we can open or and close automatically using colliders in Blueprint. Now what I want to do is add interactability to it. So I want to make a lock and unlock system which is triggered by a button. So first and foremost, let's make a second blueprint class actor. We will name this bp underscore button. After that, we have to open it. In this blueprint, we have to add a skeleton mesh, and I'm going to search for it. I have a skeleton mesh downloaded by Blender Kit, but if you want, you can use a cube or something. Just add cube, and it should work fine as well. You might wanna decrease the size of this cube if you are gonna use it. Make it about this big, and then use it. I'm going to use this button, which is actually a bit smaller. I'm gonna make it bigger. The next thing that we want to add is a collision box. I'm going to use a sphere collision. I'm going to increase the size quite a bit so that I can trigger the button from a reasonable distance and compile. Now as you can see, our button is ready. I'm going to drag and drop it in our scene, and now we have a button and a door. The next thing what we want to do is create a lock for this door. So we have made a open door system and a closed door system based on collision. Now we want to come down here. You don't need this br- branch initially, but if you want to add a lock system, then you need a branch. We'll connect this to the branch and true to play. Now here you can see there is a condition. We want to create a new condition here. So we go to variable, call it is unlocked, and we are going to drag this into the make condition. The next thing that you want to do is convert this into an instance editable, compile it, and now if you go play the game, the door will not open. But if you go to door, in default here you can see is locked. If we do turn it into true, we will be able to open the door. So there is a lock on that door now. Now the next thing that we want to do is create a function inside of this blueprint in order to access this ability inside the blueprint. We don't want to keep selecting tick and untick here. We want to make it automated. For that we need a function. We'll add a function. I'm going to call it locked. Here I'm going to connect this to set is unlocked, and I'm going to keep the value as unticked. Compile, event graph. Next thing that we want to do is go to the function, create another function, call it unlock. Here we are again gonna select set. And this time we are gonna tick the what do you call it, this option as true. And now if we compile it and go to event graph, we have a function that we can drag and drop. Now the next thing that we want to do is make an the button blueprint connected to this door blueprint. We go back to button. Here we need to create a custom event. I'm going to name it trigger, and then I am going to make a event dispatcher, which is the most important part of this connection. It will connect. It will allow us to access the another functions and events from button to door. So we make an event dispatcher. I'm going to call it button triggered, and then I want to add an input. So new parameter. I'm going to name this parameter B B T B triggered, button triggered short. Now we are going to call on this event dispatcher and connect it to our custom event so that it is active now. For now we come back to door. Here we can make a new variable, and by default it's going to be boolean. We are going to name it button triggered here as well, या फिर called. Now we are going to change its type to BP button. Of as soon as we make this, we'll get an option here as button triggered, which we can add. Another thing that is important is creating this as an instance editable. Right, we go back, call event dispatcher, and we also make this as an instance editable. It will come in handy in future, remember that. Now the next thing that we want to do is create a branch connected, and in true we are going to call the function as unlocked. In false we are going to call the function locked. We are going to connect button trigger to the condition. We'll compile this and go back to button. Right here we need to make a event. We find this event actor begin overlap. Here we add an equals to and add the get player character. Now we just simply connect these two, add a branch, connect both of connect this here, connect this to condition, and true as trigger, which will be connected to this custom event. Now if we go compile this, go into first person map, go into door, select BP button. We have to be make sure to select this to let the blueprint know which BP button we have to work with, because there can be multiple buttons in one world. Now if I play this game, as you can see, the door is not opening. But now if I go close to the button and come back, the door will open. Oh, I know what happened. So basically, we mix this up. Unlock should be unticked, compile, and locked should be ticked, compile. Now if we go here, play, the door will not open automatically. But if I go to the button, the door is now opening and closing. The button will unlock the door now. So thank you for watching this tutorial. This was part 2. In part 3 we will start with lighting, and that would be the last part.